This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Boise State Broncos, taking on last year's national champion, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
They'll run the sneak for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Hudson. Oh, he's got some space.
Stop.
Touchdown, Red Raider. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Boise State Broncos offense will have its first possession of the game. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Out of bounds Browns at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down.
Well, I know the tight end is...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll need a little distance and defend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle.
Turning it on! The 20. Touchdown, Red Raider! He got a step and just dusted the field.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Nebraska. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Catch in the middle, it's Luna. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Now the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Broncos line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick completion on the out. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an up.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Touchdown, Red Raider! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in the elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They'll run the screen, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Headed to the end zone.
Pitch.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play, the third play, because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, you look up, and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 14 to Nebraska. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Motion from the back. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And he does it again. He's showing you time and time again, man. This dude is just like a running back. And you see it in college football now, just having that guy at that spot, such an advantage. And you watch him there, just pulls the ball down, picks up yardage, and over 100 on the day now.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Can't get him to the ground. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Pride. Oh, he's got some space. He's like a loose bowler, just caroms his way to the 32.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke throw taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all
really kind of warm up
and
himself.
thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Bates. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his...
Turning it on. And he'll take it in and house it.
Nice.
Touchdown, Broncos.
And they didn't start this 1st half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Get it out on the screen. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. The Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Thompson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Boise State ready to send out that offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. With the catch, it's Luna. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. The inside handoff. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown Broncos. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Like a motherfucker.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. See what they dial up on first and 10. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Man, stop it.
Just even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. On the move. It's Gaines. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Broncos will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bought a little time, lets it go. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at second and 7. Looking to fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I see some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wide open downfield. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Touchdown, Boise State. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job.
Turning it on. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught behind the line. It's Thompson. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game
points and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 28 to UNLV. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And they're not on the same page there.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it down the right side. Breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays. It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He got it. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. His drive will open from the 15. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and then running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing.